Hey guys, it's Tyler, and today I'm here to give you my persuasive speech. So, have you guys ever had a loved one, family, or friend who has died from the use of cigarette smoke? Well, in fact, I have. My father passed away due to heart disease from cigarettes, and my grandpa has emphysema due to cigarette use. Attention, guys. 37.8 million people in the US alone smoke cigarettes. That is insane, and it needs to be stopped. They cause a variety of medical problems, such as lung cancer, which is the leading cause of cancer in the United States, chronic obstructive pulmonary disease, which is also called COPD, and that's from use of cigarette smoke. Heart disease, which is the leading cause of death in the United States, stroke, asthma, diabetes, and many other cancers from cigarette smoke. Every day, 2,300 people under the age of 18 are using cigarettes for the first time. 2,300 people who can't even go to the store and buy them yet are using them. Guys, this needs to stop. Secondhand smoke damage is another big problem for smoking cigarettes. Just because you like smoking cigarettes, people around you probably don't. And their risk is 20 to 30% times greater than a non-smoker for developing one of the disease I listed earlier due to the use of cigarettes. And they're not even smoking them; they're just breathing in the secondhand smoke that is around them. In 1964, in the Surgeon General report says 2.5 million adults alone died who are non-smokers because they breathed in secondhand smoke. They weren't even smoking and they died because of this, guys. It's killing our people and needs to stop. Secondhand smoke causes numerous health problems in infants and children, including more frequent severe asthma attacks, respiratory infections, ear infections, and sudden infant death syndrome, also known as SIDS. Smoking during pregnancy also isn't good and it causes 1,000 deaths annually just for smoking in pregnancy. Most women stop because they know that it's really not that good for their kid, but some people still choose to do it, and you can see that they're obviously dying from it. Uh, Smoking reduces the chances of a woman being pregnant. It also increases the risk for pregnancy complications, as you guys are probably aware of. And tobacco smoke harms the babies before they're even born. So when they're in the womb and a woman's lighting cigarettes, that smoke is already hurting the baby, and it's not even born yet. So the satisfaction you guys will get from the ban of cigarettes will be not having to worry about the 7,000 chemicals that are going into your body. In fact, which 70 of those are linked to cancer. Some examples of chemicals that are found in cigarettes are nicotine, tar, carbon monoxide, ammonia, hydrogen cyanide, arsenic, and DDT. These chemicals should not be consumed or ingested by anyone, let alone being smoked by 37.8 million people every day. There's also fungicides and pesticides, which cause many types of cancers and birth defects. Candium, which is linked to lung and prostate cancer. Benzene, which is linked to leukemia. Formaldehyde, which is linked to lung cancer. And nickel, which causes susceptibility to lung infections. So those are all the things you guys are going to get on top of tar. Tar is by far the worst. Tar gives you that smoker's cough that you guys probably have heard of or heard yourself. You can get tar from smoking other things, but it's the worst from cigarette smoke. And carbon monoxide, which is super dangerous. You guys have sensors in your guys' houses for how dangerous it is, because you guys can't smell it, but it's very deadly, and it's in tobacco smoke. So you guys are automatically killing yourselves by smoking cigarettes, by just inhaling just the one chemical, carbon monoxide. Each year, the United States spends $170 billion on medical care to treat smoking-related diseases in adults. So if they're banned, guys, you guys have the satisfaction of not having to worry about that. That $170 billion can go towards our roads, our education, many other things besides medical bills for people who choose to do something that is preventable. So if smoking becomes banned, you guys can visualize a smoke-free, clean environment and save some money in your wallet. So first with the environment, Smoke and cigarette butts affect the environment the most. They result in air, water, and land pollution. Every day, those 3.7 million, the 37.8 million people who smoke cigarettes smoke, I don't know, let's say average a pack a day. So there's 20 cigarettes in a pack. There's 20 cigarettes in one pack. So every day when they're done with that cigarette, they throw it on the ground or litter it, and those butts, maximum like majority end up in the rivers. And when they finally get in the rivers and lakes, fish and other animals eat them and then die because either the chemicals kill them or it gets trapped in their airways and they die. So the remaining butts on the ground take approximately 25 to 26 years to decompose. That's just as long as like plastic or some other foreign chemical. So those should not be all over everywhere on the grounds of our earth. Another thing cigarettes do is they cause dry fires. So if you're not where we live necessarily, but if you guys are in more southern states, they're very common to cause dry fires. If you throw them out the window on the highway, you don't think about it, they roll to the curb and all that dry grass easily catch on fire. So now to the wallet part. So like I said, a pack a day of cigarettes is 20 cigs, and if you smoke 20 cigarettes a day, that's going to cost you $920, $9,020 a year. Guys, that money can be used for so many better things than for cigarette smoke. And I promise you, if you guys can get the ban of cigarettes, you guys can get that in action, you guys can save so much money. So the way you guys can get cigarettes banned is by telling and informing the people around you. You want to be able to preserve your planet the best you can, and our own lives and the lives of loved ones around you guys. Cigarettes have no benefits whatsoever, and when people stop consuming them, tobacco companies will stop promoting them, and our young next generation will stop using them. So guys, quit making tobacco companies richer, and stop using cigarette smoke, and help others not use cigarettes. So in conclusion, smoking is the leadable cause of preventable death in the United States. It has effects on pregnancies and babies. I told you guys the effects it can have on kids when they're not even out yet, when they're still inside the mom. It still hurts the kid. Secondhand smoke gives you a 20 to 30% increase in chance of developing one of those diseases, and they're not even the ones using the cigarettes. They're just near people who are using them. The environment, the buds kill fish, animals. They pollute our water, air, lakes, and finally your wallet. You guys don't need to be spending $9,200 a year on cigarettes. Thank you for listening to my presentation, and I hope this helps someone in the future.